What is going on, YouTube family? Welcome back to another episode of NAS100 analysis today, and we're going to pick up from where we left off yesterday in regards to the analysis that I did. And before I do that, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification, and drop us a like, right? And you could also leave us a comment as to where you're watching us from. All of that will be appreciated. So with all of that covered, we're just going to get straight into it, right? So first things first, I'm going to get rid of all of my Picasso drawings that I've done on this chart. So I'm just going to get rid of all of that, and I'm just going to talk briefly about what I saw today. Okay, so the main thing that has been the theme for the past few videos has been this moving average 200. all right, price is playing around in this zone right now, and we kind of need a decision as to what it wants to do, right? So this is my theory right now. Okay, at the moment, this area right here is not an area that I want to trade in. Reason why I don't want to trade in this area is I do understand the structure as to what market is doing at the moment, right? But however, this is still an area where things are not exactly clear. Reason why I say that is we have current price is hugging the 200 moving average, and what I want to see is either price moves up, okay, where it comes above the 20 moving average, which is this blue line over here, okay, or price breaks below the 200 moving average. All right, so if we find price above the 20 moving average, okay, it's clear to say that this is the low point. This is the lowest point of this particular trend right now, and it's going to begin to start to push back up again. So I'm just going to draw a little circle around this. Actually, no, it's not even going to let me do it. It's not even going to let me do it. But let me just zoom in real quick, and we're going to see exactly what I'm trying to say. So where is this? Let's move this to over here. Let's move this over here. Let's get rid of these lines over here. Okay, and I hope this is not too messy, because this chart is beginning to look a bit of a mess right now. So actually, as a matter of fact, let me just do some cleanup right now. Let me just do some tidying up, and just hopefully just keep this as clean as I can possibly make it. Okay, so this was a zone that I talked about in yesterday's video, right? And I said I wanted to see price close above this level, and I also mentioned the news today as well. So there was news coming out, and if the news supported a push to the upside, then naturally, obviously, I would have joined it, and chances are many of you would have joined it. Okay, but I also said that there is also room in the wicks as well, I mean in the candles, to actually make some plays on the day, I mean not on the day, sorry, on the hourly, okay, which is definitely is as clear as day. You can take advantage of the daily, I mean sorry, of the hourly candles, right? And I'm going to go into a lower time frame and explain that also. But this is the big one for us. This literally is the big one, because what it basically means, if we get a close, right, so if price closes up below or above, there is a lot of clear pips for us to get on his way to the downside. I mean, it becomes a very straightforward trade. Nothing complicated at all, really easy to execute, and obviously get rewarded for it. But as it stands, there's a lot of gains being played in this zone right now, okay? And as we can see, price has gone all the way up and is now pushing back down again. So this is the bearish candle that we now have, okay? It's halfway, so I would say it's halfway through yesterday's candle, okay? Which kind of gives it a likelihood that the when market opens at 11 o'clock tonight, okay, chances are it's going to begin to push upwards. So if you're, I don't know, someone that obviously stays up quite late to trade, okay, you might actually be able to catch a few things in that move if you're so much inclined to do so. So that opportunity is definitely going to be there for you, right? You just have to time it right, because I personally think when the market opens, because it's open now, but it's going to close in about an hour. Actually, no, it's going to close in about 16 minutes, and then it's going to open up again around 11. That's in reference to myself because I'm in the UK, and that's what happens. So like it closes at 10 and then it will open again at 11 o'clock in the evening, right? And then obviously that's the day, that's the start of the new candle. So that's what happens in my neck of the woods. In your neck of the woods, it could be a different time zone, could be a little bit different for you. So you have to take that into consideration, right? So this is the vibe, as I see it, right? We need price to make a decision in this zone. Is it going up or going down? And so far, it hasn't done anything. The news that came out today, so this news, which was the CB consumer confidence, didn't really push price upwards. It actually sent it down, as we can see from what we now see in regards to this candle over here. It's sending it down. That news came out at 3 p.m. today. So if you go to the 3 p.m. candle, we can see, which one is it? Okay, so we can see this is the 3 p.m. candle, right? So the 3 p.m. candle, this is it right here. This is it right here. This is the 3 p.m. candle, right? And what happened was it went all the way up, okay? And then it's now shooting all the way back down again. So the news didn't move market much, right? But does it mean you don't pay attention to the news? Absolutely not. You want to pay attention to that, right? Especially when it's being released, so you can take certain type of the right precautions to obviously safeguard your capital, because you want to know what it's going to do before it does it. And sometimes it moves mad. I'll be honest with you, it moves mad. Anyways, you're in the game, everybody knows this. Like, the news can send the market in any direction that it wants. So that's what happened. So this is what happened today, right? And what I basically think is going to happen at the opening of tomorrow's candle, right? So this is, let me show you this real quick. Let me just show this to you. Okay, so this is this zone right now. Okay, this is the zone where price is kind of playing at right now. Okay, so market is going to close when this is going to be in this zone, right? What I personally think, my personal opinion, right? It does not have to be correct. So it is important that you do your own homework and make sure that everything makes sense before you back it with your actual money. I think when market opens at 11 o'clock, price is going to begin to do something like this. It's going to start to push up. That's what's going to happen. Right now, is it going to go all the way up and break above this zone over here? That I don't know. That I do not know, but that's something that could happen. One thing that I do know about tomorrow is we do have another news coming out, which is the ISM manufacturing PMI. So that one is coming out tomorrow. That one is coming out again at 3 p.m. Okay, so when that one is released, we then need to figure out what it is going to do. So between now and when market opens, and from when market opens to about 3 p.m. in the afternoon tomorrow, UK time, I'm expecting price to move from where it is right here to head its way somewhere around this zone somewhere. Okay, and reason why I say that is I believe this is the most likeliest move that price is going to make, because right now it's gone into a range. So this is the zone that I'm expecting price to go into, right? And then once the news is released, we're going to find out what the data is, and most importantly, what direction it starts heading off in. So once we see that, we will then know if it is indeed going to close above, which therefore means this crossover that we've seen over here is going to bounce from it, okay? Because we have a somewhat of an indication to say that price is going to bounce off the 200 moving average, right? Because of where it is. One wick has gone in, touched it, and it's now looking like it's moving away. But in my personal opinion, that is not strong enough for me. That is not strong enough for me at all. Other traders may say, okay, that is definitely strong enough, and they will make the move. That's kudos to them, because obviously they've done the work and they know it makes sense to them, so they'll make the move. Me personally, as I see it as it is, I'm like, okay, I'm expecting price to push upwards, right? Push upwards in the direction that I've drawn, but at the same time, it does not mean that it will not break downwards and head back to the 200 moving average. And if it does head to the 200 moving average, All I want to see is if it closes below or if it closes above the 20 moving average. If it does one or the other, then I know how I need to play it. But until it does, all I'm going to do is sit on my hands and wait. Okay, so that's the vibe. The information that I put out yesterday in regards to what I think market is going to do still stands. There is no changes. So this is the zone in question that I'm talking about. So on the high side of this particular zone right here, we're looking at 12,228.61, and on the low side we're looking at 12,176.75. okay, so one or two things can happen. Price can go into it, not break above and start pushing down. To me, that is not acceptable. I want to see a break above it, and I want to see the 20 moving average underneath it, and then I'm like, okay, cool, at least at the bare minimum I can target this area right here. And this area right here, let me just get my little thing majig. Where are you? Where are you? Right. So this area that I'm talking about, this would be a TP zone of 12,877.70. So that will be the TP zone should price close above this zone and have the 20 moving average underneath it. That will be the TP zone that I target. And that's going to be on a day, and that's going to be a couple of days, a lot of pips and a lot of points for us to collect. On the flip side, if price closes below the 200 moving average, then my TP target, the safest TP target that I can find right now, ideally I would want to target this area right here, but I'm just going to keep it humble, and I'm just going to say I'm going to target this fractal over here, right? And that's going to be 11,227.68. So if you're looking for signals, there they are right there as to what I'm looking to do, what conditions I'm looking to take advantage of should they present themselves. So the bullish run is a close above this zone with the 20 moving average underneath it. The bearish move is the candle closes below the 200 moving average, and that is the TP for the bearish move. For the bullish move, right? That's it right here. And this is the TP for the bearish move should price do what I think is going to do and close below the 200 moving average. As it stands, I couldn't tell you what direction it's going to go in. So on that note, lovely people from all around the world, we're going to end this video right here. I'm going to thank you for coming over to share your energy with me. That is truly appreciated. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video, which will be very, very soon. So for now, this is Pips and Points signing out.